Hi guys, welcome back to the Totally Magic channel here at YouTube. Here's a quick impromptu card trick that some of you might like to learn and perform for friends and family during this holiday season time of the year as we lead up to the new year of 2023. You need just a regular deck of cards, and here is the performance. We've got a deck of cards here. Please examine them and shuffle them. The spectator will shuffle the cards and examine them. Excellent. Can you cut them in half? And now you get a choice. Pick either packet that you want to play with. The other one will eliminate. You want this one here. Are you sure? We'll get rid of these. Okay. Shuffle the cards again. Now they will reshuffle the cards. I now want you to cut the cards in half again, but this time just have a little peek at the card you cut to. So they will cut the cards and have a little peek at the card here, and they will remember that particular card. Are you happy with that? Now, just to make sure that neither of us know where your card is, I shall give the cards a quick shuffle. I want you now to take those cards and deal out 4 packets. Now they will pick up these and deal out 4 packets of cards. Okay, not totally even, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is to show you each hand of cards one at a time, and when you see your card, just say yes, it's there. But don't tell me the name, the suit, the colour, or anything about the card or its position. Okay, so we pick up the first packet. Is your card here? It is in the first packet. Okay, let's gather the cards up, and what we'll do, we'll even give these a quick shuffle to mix them up again. Now we know that your card is going to be somewhere among these cards here. Now it could be at the top here, it could be at the bottom. We don't know where it is, but it's in here somewhere. We know that much is for certain. Now, this is the deal. Now, as a magician, it's my job to locate your card and to reveal your card. You've never said anything about it. You chose the cards, you cut the cards, you shuffled them, you dealt them, you handled throughout. You're the only person that knows the card, but what I will say is I'm picking up a bit of a vibe that I don't believe it was a red card. It wasn't. So you picked a black card. Now, of course, there's going to be several black cards in here. These could be your card, or among here or here. It could be here, or even one of these here. Now, would I be right in saying that your card is the 7 of spades? It was, but that's not all. You see, despite all the cards being mixed and shuffled, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This possibly couldn't be your card, could it? I think it is. So here's the tutorial to this very simple, impromptu and almost self-working card trick. As long as you follow the rules, it will work itself pretty much. Now, what I will say to you is the ending I'll leave up to you. So ignore how I ended the performance by counting down to their card. You can reveal their card any way you see fit. Okay, let's go through the rules and then you'll get the idea. I'm not going to explain it step by step as to the performance I did. You can re-watch that. The key elements, there's 2 key parts to this working. When they cut the pack at the start, you do need these to be about half. Okay, now I don't mean it's got to be exactly 26 cards here, 26. They can be slightly off by 2 or 3 cards either way, but just kind of look at it and gauge it, and that looks pretty even. I think there's slightly more cards here, but it's close. So once they've cut that, ask them to pick either half. You eliminate the others. With this one, the second key part is when you ask them to cut the cards in half and peek at the card. That is quite critical, in that you don't want them to cut just a few cards like that. Look at that, totally uneven. They've got to cut near the centre. So when you ask them, cut the cards in half, get a little feel for whether or not that looks about even to me. So that's fine. This is going to work. The 7 of hearts. They put it back, you get them to deal out the 4 packets. That's it. I know what you're probably thinking. What if you get someone that's not very good at cutting the cards in half and they cut just a few cards like that, which as you can see is nowhere near half. However, they look at the card, say the king. When they put it back, you've got to get that near to the centre. Doesn't have to be exact, just somewhere near. So what I would do, as soon as they put those back, I would casually cut about a quarter of the cards like that, because I've now moved their king closer to the centre. I think you get the idea. Either way, what if they cut too deep like that and looked at this, the 7 of hearts there, which is way down? So what I would do is just cut about a quarter of the cards off and complete the cards, so I've moved that 7 up towards the centre. Okay, as I said, there is room for error here. It doesn't have to be exactly in the centre. It can be about 3 or 4 cards either way off centre. So let's say that we go for the 7 of hearts, and we can see that that is pretty much in the middle. Not exactly, but pretty much, but the 7 of hearts. If we now deal out the 4 packets, the thing you have to remember is the 2 bottom cards on any of these is never going to be their card. Their card is either going to be one of these, there's our card, or one of these. It's going to be either the 3rd or 4th one from the bottom, providing those cutting procedures were followed. It's that simple. So because we now know that it's going to be one of these, let me just turn these over like that. They deal out the other cards. Now all you've got to do is to pick up the packets and say to them, is your card there? Now if they say it's here, then you can just gather the other cards on top, or something like that. As I said, from this point of the trick to the end, I leave up to you. So how do you discover which is their card? Well, first of all, we know the 2 bottom cards are not their card. Okay, what I could do is, it's either going to be the 7 or the ace. I could cut these casually to the top, so their card is either going to be on the top or the bottom. I leave it up to you to decide how you do that. You could ask them a question if you wanted to say, is it red or black? If they say it's red, you know it's the top card. And you could reveal it quite straightforward as your card was the 7 of hearts and it happens to be on top. That's it. You could reveal it straight off like that. If you want to go a little bit deeper, then once you know whether it's that card or that card, you can do what I did, which is just spread the cards and start to drop cards down on the table. And then what I'm going to do is to count off maybe 3, 6 cards, drop these on, remember that's their card, and I just drop the 6 cards on top, and then just count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is your card on there, and you could reveal it like that. As I said, as long as you follow those 2 simple rules about the cutting and the positioning, the trick works itself. Give it a try, have a little play around with it. I think you'll enjoy this. It's a bit of a cheeky one, but I think it works well. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I shall see you again next year, which is about a week away, because we're just a couple of days away from celebrating in 2023. I hope you have a great time, and do take care. Till next year, Happy New Year.